right, what's up, everybody? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, SCMP Martial Arts, joined this evening by the One Championship strawweight Muay Thai queen, Smilla Sundell. Smilla, how's everything going?
Um, it's going well, thank you.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, it's been, I think, about 2 months since you beat Jackie Bunton to win the title. So I guess first question is, how has life changed for you since you won that belt?
Um, I think it haven't changed a lot, but I think more people come to the gym and recognize me now, and it's
Hmm.
very fun.
Did you get some new social media followers after that?
Yeah, I got some new followers. Yeah,
Nice. And
again.
what did your friends and family think of that performance?
Yeah, they were very happy of my performance, and everyone very supportive and all
Hmm.
good things.
Good, good. Well, you're the most important person. What did you think of your performance in that fight with Jackie?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think I was a bit slow though in the first two rounds, but in the third round I felt better.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. You did great in that fight, but you really turned it on in kind of the third, fourth round, and so on. But she had a little bit of success early on. Was there any point where she was frustrating you, where she had you worried in the early going in that fight?
Yeah, I was a bit uh, worried the first round because I knew I lost that one, so I was a bit scared. But then, like, my corner were like, "You got this. You gotta go forward now. No time to wait."
Hmm. Well, that's definitely what you did. You listened to your corner and you went out there and you really did excellent in the last half of the fight. Were you surprised at all that how tough she was, how difficult it was to finish her? I mean, she was still standing there after 5 rounds. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, she was very tough. Yeah, she was
Hmm.
quick, but yeah.
Were you disappointed you couldn't get the finish?
No, I know she's a strong opponent, so I was okay with my performance.
Cool, cool. You guys posed for a picture after the fight. I love when fighters do that after fights. It's always so cool to see. Safe to say there's quite a bit of respect between you guys.
Yeah, big respect for her.
Hmm. What do you think her biggest skills are as a fighter after fighting her?
She's very fast and she's got good footwork.
Hmm. Hmm. I spoke to Jackie about a week or two after your fight. And of course, she was still a little bit banged up. You certainly left your mark on her, but she was already talking about, a rematch down the road. She really wants to get a rematch with you. Um, do you think that's something that's going to happen at some point?
Yeah, I think that will happen because she's a very good fighter, and I think that will happen for sure.
Hmm. And after the adversity you dealt with in that first round of the fight with her, is there anything you do differently the second time around to maybe pick up an even more decisive victory?
Um, yeah, I have a lot to work on. I have to switch it up a bit more, but yeah, that's for
Hmm.
next fight.
When you say switch it up, what do you mean? Like, what do you want to work on?
I want to work more on my kicks.
Okay, okay, cool. Well, assuming Jackie, gets a rematch eventually, you're probably going to fight somebody else first, right? I mean, Jackie probably has some work to do before she gets back there. Any idea when you'd like to fight next?
No, I don't know, but right now I'm taking it a bit slow, but
Hmm.
later this year for sure.
Okay. Are you like healthy right now? Any nagging injuries that you're dealing with or anything?
No, I'm quite happy.
Good. I guess that's
Yeah.
one of the benefits of being so young, right? You're perhaps maybe not as susceptible to injuries as some older fighters.
Yeah, I think being young is
Cool.
a good thing sometimes.
Definitely. I would say it's a good thing a lot of times. The older I get, the more I think being young is a good thing. So we've talked about when you want to fight. Any idea who you'd like to fight? Is there anybody on your radar in terms of potential opponents?
mm, I know there's a few girls in my division that's doing very well right now at the moment. So anyone, I fight
Hmm.
anyone.
So no matter who one championship comes along and offers you, you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm up for anything.
Nice. What do you think of your Division and One championship? Obviously, it's still a fairly new division. What do you think of the talent that one has signed, and would you like to see them sign more fighters in your weight class?
Yeah, I think it's a very good division. I think yeah, there's I think there's few out there that they could sign, but I don't know yet.
Hmm. This is a bit of a crazy question, so forgive me, but Anissa Meksen, who's a very great kickboxer and Muay Thai fighter, a division below you, really wants to fight for a one championship title, and she's been kind of going back and forth with Janet Todd about fighting for the atomweight title in kickboxing or Muay Thai. Now, if Anissa decided she wanted to move up a division, would you be willing to defend your title against her?
Yeah, can do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I would do that. I'll fight anyone. No, I like challenges.
Yeah. What do you think of Anissa? Have you watched much of her fights?
Yeah, I watched her. She's very fast. I met her in Singapore when we were there together. She's
Hmm.
nice.
Yeah, you guys had a good conversation.
Yeah, good.
That's cool. That's cool. She's considered kind of one of the top pound for pound fighters in the striking arts right now. I mean, how do you feel about a potential fight with her and your chances? Obviously, you'd be a little bit bigger than her, but she's just so good. How do you feel? You match up with her?
Yeah, that would be very cool actually because she's got a big name and
Mhm.
that would be a good fight if she comes up.
Well, speaking of the future and all the exciting options that you have, last time I talked to you, I think it was right before your fight with Jackie. You mentioned that maybe at some point in the future you'd be interested in going into MMA. Now, after winning the title, is that something you're still thinking about, or are you really focused on Muay Thai right now?
No, I think I want to try kickboxing as well.
Okay. And any time frame for a potential move into kickboxing, a potential move into MMA? How soon do you want these things to happen?
I think kickboxing don't have to be too long because I think it's very similar to Muay Thai, but MMA is a different kind of thing. So I think that will take like 2 years maybe.
Hmm. Speaking of kickboxing, if you were to go over there and win a second title, what would it mean to you to become a two sport champion in one championship? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'd be like stamp.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to ask you. I saw on Instagram you did some training at All Stars up in Sweden, I think, recently, right?
Yes, I
And
went
you,
home to Sweden.
yeah. And how was the training there?
Yeah, it was good. I like All Stars. They are very nice there and very good training.
Hmm. You cross paths with this fighter. Not a lot of people have heard of him. His name's Khamzat Chimaev. He's not very popular or anything these days. What was it like training with him? It looks like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I trained alongside him and he's very good. Yeah, like very good. I trained same class as him and very cool.
Cool, cool. Did you learn anything from him? Like, did you chat with him and get any wisdom from him?
Yeah, I talked a bit to him later after training, but I watched him training and all he's all rounded and very strong and good.
Hmm. And you said in your Instagram post, do you think he's going to be a UFC champion soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, cool.
He's got
Um,
everything.
yeah, he sure does. He sure does. You've also, spent a lot of time around a lot of other great fighters recently. I mean, if you scroll down your Instagram page, you see all these famous people on your Instagram page. It's amazing. You got Superbon and Stamp Fairtex and Rod Tang. I mean, what is it like being surrounded by all these great fighters all the time?
Wow, it's very cool to meet everyone in person and everyone's so nice and I get to see different parts that makes me like I get new techniques from everyone.
Hmm. And as a young fighter, I know you're already a champion, but as a young fighter, it must be kind of inspiring to be around these fighters who have accomplished so much in their sports, right?
Yeah, very inspiring.
That's really cool. Well, let's talk about your upcoming goals. What do you hope to accomplish by the end of this year?
I think I will defend my belt this year, and also I would like to try kickboxing.
Well, let's wrap it up with this, Smilla. I know you're a busy woman. Any message for your fans and supporters?
Yeah, thank you so much for all your support and love.